You are listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, presented by Richard A. Boxshall, in which I chronicle my life and attempts to become a professional writer by, doing some writing daily, hopefully. Hello and welcome to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. It is Tuesday the 4th of June. I'm back home. Very tired, so I'm not going to do anything difficult today. I'm just going to do a random question generator thing. So, it's a different random question generator to last time, so let's see what kind of stuff it gives. What have you created that you are most proud of? Oh, well, that's interesting. I guess most people would say they're kids. I don't have kids, so it's probably some of my writing, and it's at the I would say most writers are probably most proud of their most recent project. I'll say that's probably true for me. So it's either The English Hikikomori or Still Life. I'm sure once I've finished Empress of the Trees, I would say that. But, that's quite interesting. That's a much better random question than this is a different random question generator I'm using now. Right, let's press the button again. It says click for question. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? I'd love to be invisible. And this is going to sound weird. I'm not going to use it to perv on people. Well, not massively often anyway. But no, I'd love to know. People are very two-faced. And I would love to know what people say about you when you're not there. Because I think it'd be very interesting to see what they say to your face and then what they say in reality in front of other people. So yes, I think that's probably... It sounds a bit weird and stalkery. I wouldn't use it to be weird and stalk people. It would be a case of just listening to what people say. Okay, let's click for another question. What was your best birthday? Oh dear. I don't remember birthdays particularly. I'm not really a birthday-oriented person. I'm sure it was one when I was a kid, but I don't really remember. I remember my worst one. It was in 2000 and... I can't remember what year it was, but I'd just split up with my girlfriend and went to my mum's, and she'd laid on a little party thing, but it was just us there in the end, so it was a bit over-catered. Oh dear. What would you do on a free afternoon in the middle of the week? Assuming I'm not attempting to write, I would either read. I would possibly go to a coffee shop and read. I might meet with a friend. I'm a National Trust member, and what's the other one? English Heritage, and I don't use them as often as you should. So there's a couple of English Heritage and National Trust places near me that I keep meaning to go to. So yeah, something like that. Much better in the middle of the week because there tend to be less people about. What's my earliest memory? Oh, that's a good one. So I do remember the house I used to live in Malaysia. I distinctly remember the layout. I remember exactly, where the stairs were, where the rooms are, what's in relation to what, kind of what they looked like, what the garden was like, what was where. I remember weirdly the big red drain covers. I remember my sister falling over when one of the drains was open. I think it was leaves or something being taken out, and she managed to cut her head open on the side of the drain. But what is my actual earliest memory? So it would definitely be in Malaysia. I have zero memories of anything before that. But I don't, I remember getting on the bus to school. I vaguely remember what the school looked like. But I don't remember, strangely, I don't remember any of the people I went to school with or the teachers or anything. But I do remember the school bus. Very strange the way your memory works, isn't it? Next one. What is one of the greatest values that guides your life? That you can't judge other people because you don't know what's going on in their lives. So, it's very easy to look at someone and think, oh, you're a miserable git, aren't you? But you don't know what's just happened. I mean, I'm possibly coming across as not the happiest person to people, and people who don't know why might just think, oh, actually they probably don't think that, because when I'm at work I do put on an act, as it were. So, I do think treat people as you think you would like to be treated yourself, and don't make assumptions. Someone who's miserable the day you meet them probably isn't always like that. There's probably something that's just happened. So yeah, have a bit of empathy, people. Click for question. It's just asked me that one. When people come to you for help, what do they usually want help with? So there's one friend of mine who, if they have a problem with their computer or their phone or anything like that, it's suddenly my problem. And there's another friend who is a proper techie person who would listen to that and absolutely laugh, because I'm not that great with that kind of thing, but this other friend is terrible at it. And when I was at work, when I was a manager, people used to come to me for everything because I was the one who would get things sorted out, whereas their own manager often didn't do anything, and it created a bit of friction, actually. Well, why do they come to you? And I just wanted to say, because I'll get them an answer, or I'll get them a resolution. It's not a case of I'll sort it out and do it tomorrow or next week or whatever. And then final one, that's a rubbish one, I'm not even going to read it out. What is something you can never seem to finish? Empress of the Trees. Oh dear. So that was just a way of chatting for a bit. I am back home now. Tomorrow I will hopefully have something more productive to say, and I will be doing hopefully a live stream and a bit of writing of Empress of the Trees. As I say, I will get that chapter 7 paper read done, chapter 27 paper read done, and maybe some more. Thank you for listening. Take care. Bye-bye. You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, presented by Richard A. Boxall. Thank you for tuning in to my random ramblings, and if you'd like to know more about me or my projects, visit my Linktree at linktr.ee/Richard Writes, capital R, capital W. Thank you for listening.